Yes, this is a controversial sitcom I have with me, Chief Chike. It's a chief from Nigeria, uh, Imo State, right?
No, obviously.
Oh, chief from Abia State. I want to discuss a controversial topic with him. A couple of questions. When should men get married? That's a topic that's very controversial. People tend to want to know, and people have different views or when should a man get married. A lot of people say that the man should get married when the man is more matured, but what is the definition of maturity? That's kind of a different perspective. So I'm asking, like, when do you think men should get married?
Well, for different people, they'll have different views. This is basically my own view, and I believe, even from that view, culture and tradition plays a very big role on this view. Basically, I'm an Igbo man, and I was kind of, could I say, unconsciously meant to understand that a man should marry when a man is capable enough to take care of his family, his unborn kids, financially and otherwise. Because that's why, from my own Igbo perspective, if we notice, Igbo men don't really marry early in life compared to the Yorubas. Now, because earlier I mentioned about cultural view and backgrounds. Like the Yorubas, they have a different view of marriage, and they feel like if they have see somebody they like, they could be 15, they could be 18, they get married, and they don't mind sleeping in a mat, uncompleted building, and they believe that if it's the right person, they're gonna build and build wealth. But the Igbo man have a different view, and that view, that's the kind of view I think marriage should be about, because as a man we have a pride, and that pride comes with you being able to do what a man should do. And in a situation where you don't do what men are supposed to do, like take care of the things at home, pay bills, even in America here, I still, because being that I've had that view that a man should take care of home and pay the bills, it has been able to carry me through, because I know some people, they share bills at home, they, but I feel that a man should be able to take care of his home, pay the bills, take care of his wife, take care of his kids. So, in that perspective, I feel that a man should get married when he's capable, financially, otherwise, to be able to take care of the necessary things. That's when a man should get married. Uh,
Um,
that's what I think.
that's a beautiful discuss view. But for me, I usually have this different perspective that is controversial in looking at it from all angle parameters. Um, that's to me that's more like the logical explanation when a man should get married, or when a man is more mature and when a man is more capable of taking care of himself and plus one. So if the man is able to do that, then okay, then we feel that he's at the right age or is ripened to get marriage involved with another person. But I don't believe that for men, because when I look at getting married, I look at getting married and staying married. It's not just getting married. So I look at it from this perspective. It's controversial because I have this crazy ideas and crazy viewpoint. It is my opinion that a man should get married when the man has exhausted. I'll come again. When the man has exhausted, or I mean, you could use the biblical word fornicating or adultery or whatever you want to call it. Exhausted, going out with different, exploring. Let me use the word exploring girls. Um, I'm not looking at it from a moral perspective. That's like I believe morality is not mine. I'm not in a authorized position to judge you based on your morality. You do what you do best. But I believe that if a man exhausts this aspect by default, what I mean by default, we're not looking at the aspect of Christianity or Muslim or religious perspective. By default, if a man exhausts those options, there's a high percentage of possibility that that man get married and the tendency of that man looking outside or looking at some other girls, it's reduced because that man has exhausted all those feelings, or to some extent.
Yeah,
I'm not saying that the man cannot or will not, also cheat, but that tendency of cheating, it's like something is not new. It's not like interesting to you. You're not tripping about something. But sometimes when men have not done that, explore those options or whatever they need to explore, when they get married, you find the tendency that the man is always looking outside. When you see some other lady goes,
Yeah, but we almost saying the same thing in probably different coming from different roads, different pathways. Because what you just said is that the man should get married when you have exhausted all means of playing away and doing all this play away and whatever. But that coming to that point of being matured, being capable, being financially well to do, because you wouldn't exhaust process if you're poor, if you don't have money in your pocket. Of course, women is not gonna be flocking around you if you don't have that money in your pocket. So now exhausting that process, now that is that point when you are financially okay to do all this process and afford this process. That's when you exhaust this process.
No, understandable. But don't you think that if we're looking at the aspect of finance, which is beautiful because everybody wants to live a comfortable, happy life, the marriage should be able to, we're talking about pursuit of happiness in a marriage, contentment. But we've seen a lot of these celebrities that are worth millions, even billions of dollars. They get married and in 3 months, they're divorced and the marriage is over. I don't think that and sometimes there are some issues in that marriage where the wife accused the man of cheating or irreconcilable differences because they've not met some of those, let me use the word back to what I was saying, because they've not explored their options in terms of male and female intimacy.
You mentioned the issue of celebrities. I think the issue with celebrities is that probably they don't know where to draw with the line being celebrity and being family. The ones that were able to do it stay married. But you understand as a celebrity, if you become a celebrity tomorrow with your personality, a lot of girls will be throwing themselves at you. So it takes abnormal human being to resist that. So I think the issue of celebrities is that they get overwhelmed. For example, you have a wife at home. She has given birth to a baby or 2 baby. The body is not used the way it used to be. Things are changing. You guys are changing. And you see these young girls, because you're a celebrity, sending you nude picture, telling you this, that. Maybe they're the one even chasing you. They don't mind paying hotel for you to just come around, send you gifts, things, stuff like that. So, but my own view is, for you to have a happy home, even with the wealth, with being comfortable, it gets to that time you're really matured, you know exactly what you want.
But don't you think maturity has different? To me, I believe maturity, the term maturity is a polymorphous concept. It can be defined from different perspectives.
Maturity is different from age, though. I'm not saying that for some people could be 40 years and they don't have their wits around them, they are immature. But from what I'm trying to say is this: maturity comes with a lot of things. You understand? It comes with your total worldview, being able to understand. Like, for example, at a point in your life, you don't have, if they ask you what is your 1-year plan, some people don't even at a point in their life don't know what plan they have for the next 1 year. They don't see 1 year. But it gets to a point in your life where you see your next 1 year, you see your next 2 years, you have plans. I think that has to do with you coming of age and maturity. Somebody who sits in his father's house and eating rice every day and may not have that view. But it takes you to get some certain stage in life for you to understand that You have to set goals. You have to plan for your life. You have to build a better life. And this better life you're building is not just for you, it's more for your family. Because the goal is getting these kids, giving them a better life than what you had. And I believe that comes with maturity. It gets to that point in your life when you look at life you've tested, like what you were trying to say earlier, that you have gone everywhere, done all this, did that. But that doesn't still stop you being a man, but it gives you a different perspective of, okay, these things does not really trip me that much as it used to trip me, you know. But marriage still, I think, boils down on you being matured and you being comfortable and you being able to hold your partner's respect.
Okay, that's understandable. I think
the respect goes a long way.
It's a difficult topic to actually contain.
But I mean, at the end of the day, it's whatever works for you. If you're ready, go for it. Some people marry young and they are doing better today. You know, some people marry at old age, they're still in marriage, and the ones that still crash. The one that will survive. But marriage takes a lot of time and being considerate, putting in time. You know, I mean, it's a whole entirely different spectrum. You know? So because I can't say that because initially when I got married, I was like, I had a different view getting into marriage now. But being married, I've learned a lot this period, and I've learned to accommodate. I've learned to respect my partner. I've learned to listen to her, you know, which for a long time I never really saw myself doing all that. But for you to have a happy home, you have to accommodate, you have to respect, you have to listen to your wife or your partner. You have to, you know, go to the extra length to make them to a better person and make yourself, you know, because the kids look up to you. The kids, when you start having the kids, unconsciously they follow your footsteps.
That's
you know, they see what you do unconsciously. They are growing with that. They are learning, and marriage, I don't know, man. It's a beautiful.
But
I mean, it's a beautiful thing. No, listen. For me, I don't regret it. I don't regret it. I think
marriage is a beautiful thing because no man or woman was born to be single.
Again, going by the Bible,
it's part of procreation. Procreation.
I don't regret it.
Part of the reproductive aspect, because I keep telling people that if you don't consider marriage as important, then there won't be a reason for you that is having that argument to be here right now, because if whoever gave birth to you, they're not involved in that process, you would not be here to be having that argument. It's a beautiful thing.
It's a beautiful thing. And the kids, they give you joy too.
Yes, it's a beautiful thing.
It's a whole complete package. I mean, there's nothing as, you know, the one you call your kids, your blood. I mean, it's a different feeling. It invokes a different kind of love.
Yes.
You know, so it's really a wonderful thing. I mean, but whatever works for everybody. Like I said, I think everybody, especially what I said initially, from terms of culture, it affects marriage a lot, because we all have a different worldview about marriage when it comes to culture, and there are otherwise, you know. So I mean, but whenever you're ready to do it, just get on with it.
Yeah, Mr. Chike, thank you very much. Really appreciate it. And which one of these days we have sit down and discuss some more controversial topic. And this is a controversial